So who got this in the mail? This is from my local property appraiser, and a lot of people don't know what this is. This is called a trim notice, and you do not want to throw this away because it's very important. A trim notice stands for truth in millage, and it's not a tax bill. It's an estimate of what your taxes will likely be for the upcoming year based on your home's assessed value. So there's about 3 things that you want to look for. I kind of block mine out because it's not that I'm super worried about what people know my home's value is, but there's 3 things worried about. So the market value is the first thing you want to look at. Does this look accurate compared to your 2025 year to the current year? If the number is really jumped a lot and the county is saying, hey, your house all of a sudden is worth a lot more than it was last year, you may have a reason to dispute this. The next is your assessed value. The assessed value, if you have a homestead exemption, you're not allowed the state is not allowed to capture this more than 3%. So the year 2025 should not jump up by more than 3% if you have the homestead exemption. If you don't, I think it's capped at 10%. So make sure this number on top isn't more than 3%, or the number on top or bottom isn't more than 3%, the number on top. Third, check your exemption boxes. So I do have my homestead exemptions. So I'm getting credit for my homestead, $25,000. So if that does not list your homestead there, then either you didn't file for it or they made a mistake. Either way, you want to make sure you file for your homestead exemption, or call them and find out, hey, why didn't my homestead exemption carry over? Because you only have to do that once ever. Once you file it, you never have to refile it again every year. So it was likely a mistake if it's not there, and it was in previous years. So if it's not, I would do that immediately, because if this new tax bill passes, you will be locked in and grandfathered in with the tax exemptions that they're offering, that are not going to be for people that purchase in 2027 beyond. There's a 5-year waiting period. So if you have any questions about those kind of things, reach out to me. I'm happy to help. And if you have questions, I live in Lake County, Florida, so I'm on my property appraiser website, and you can just Google that if you don't know it. It's usually your county name. Just Google Lake County Property Appraiser, and it'll come up. And make sure it's a .gov. It might be a spoof site. But then I just go down here to, if you want to know a tax estimator, if you're new to the state or buying a new construction home or buying a resale that somebody may have owned for 20 years, your tax bill is going to obviously jump because the home is going to be reassessed at the value that you purchased it at. So go under tax estimator, and it's really simple. Just type in, I paid $500,000 for my house. I am getting my homestead exemption, and I'm in Clermont, Florida. Calculate it, and it's going to give you that number. That's your estimated tax bill, $6,800. That's with your homestead exemption. So you can do that. Every county has a different software that they use for their estimators, but they almost all have them. If not, you can just go online and find one generic. But if your county has one, that's the best one to go to, because all the millage rates and everything will be right there. So I hope you found that information fairly useful. This is a yearly thing. You're going to get a trim notice around this time, August, September, every year in Florida. So make sure you open that up, spend the 30 seconds it takes to make sure that it's accurate. I have heard horror stories. I don't know anyone personally that's been affected by a mistake, but they do happen. Computers make mistakes, people make mistakes. So you want to make sure you're on top of that, because getting it reversed, obviously you're dealing with government entities, and that could be a hassle that you don't want to deal with. If you have any other questions, again, drop comments below or reach out to me personally if you know me. I know you have my cell phone number, so feel free to reach out anytime. I hope this helped you.